Here with me now is Russian scholar David Satter. David, good to see you. Do you still believe that Putin won't go for a full occupation of all of Ukraine?
I believe so, but of course there are no guarantees. Everything depends on what's going on in his mind. The situation is a very difficult to get to judge for the simple reason that if he was just trying to blackmail the West, he would be behaving in exactly the same way that he's behaving now, uh, in order to give the impression that he's ready for an invasion. So which is it going to be, blackmail or an invasion? Only he has the answer to that question. Now, if he's thinking rationally, he will understand that a full-scale invasion of Ukraine means guerrilla war, and it will go on for many years, and it will destabilize Russia itself. So I think that if there's a rational thought process here, there'll be no large-scale invasion.
Yeah.
But to be sure that there'll be such a rational process, that's very difficult given the personalities.
Well, David, I trust you heard Amy Kellogg's report from Russia, and one of his advisors saying that he's never heard Putin talk with such bitterness about the history of Russia and how Ukraine belongs to Russia, and I think he was saying the same things earlier a couple of months ago about the Baltics, which are members of NATO, unlike Ukraine. So, I mean, is he in this mindset of pulling back those entities that have been separated from Russia?
You have to bear in mind that this regime has been in power for 22 years. And during that time, it's become more corrupt, more lawless, and more vulnerable. And the best way in Russia to reinforce the power of a regime which actually works against the interests of the Russian people is to mobilize people against a foreign enemy. And the Russian regimes, beginning with Yeltsin, have done this repeatedly. They did it in the case of the Chechen wars. They did it in the case of the seizure of Crimea. When Crimea was seized, the popularity rating of the Russian leaders, and particularly Putin, soared. And in fact, the euphoria in Russia lasted for about 5 years. This is a tried and true method for distracting the attention of the Russian people from the corruption of the regime.
Right.
And focusing it on an external enemy.
David, we have to go, but I have to ask a very quick question. The Nord Stream, sure. I assume you saw that Germany's halting, at least temporarily, the Nord Stream pipeline. Is that going to have any influence on Putin's decisions very quickly?
I think it will be one of the factors, but the main thing will be the ability of the Ukrainians to resist militarily.
Gotcha. David Satter, wonderful to see you again, David. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.